Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Parker. I'm a part-time mom, part-time makeup artist, and this is my weekly vlog. It is Monday morning, and I don't know if it's just me, but I love a Monday. I feel like it is just the best day to get my life together, hang out with my little girl, and be productive. But on the schedule today, I am touring a preschool for an August start date. Someone that will be 2 in August. Well, she'll be 2 in July, but she'll be 2 by August. And then I've got to edit last week's vlog, and last week I filmed a date night makeup look. So I'm gonna try to edit those videos during nap time. These vlogs honestly take like hours to edit, but it's been really fun and just a way to get the creative juices flowing. What's up, girlfriend? I'm being summoned, so we will check in later. Finished with the preschool tour. Loved it so much, but oh my God, it is beginning of February, and I didn't realize that all schools are basically already booked at this point. We're on the wait list, thankfully. She's down for her nap now, so I'm just trying to get some editing done. And I am watching vlogs on YouTube. Molly May. I just love vlogs so much. I just feel like they're so fun to watch. I just woke up June and she had a fever again, so we're gonna stay home. Yeah, you okay? She's eating some quesadilla right now, but I can just tell she's not feeling great. And Keenan is so sweet. I like texted him that she had a fever and he's like, I'm coming home immediately. He's picking her some stuff up from the grocery store so that we don't have to go out and just make sure his little girl is feeling okay. Best dad in the world, huh? Morning, guys. It is Tuesday morning. We have just had a slow start to the past few days because little Junie has not been feeling so well, and I think it's kind of affected me as well. She woke up this morning like without a fever, thank God. However, this definitely just put a pause on us leaving the house, going on walks, getting my workouts in. I think that's kind of affecting my mental state. I don't think I'm sick, but I just think I'm feeling run down, which I have been since Sunday. I allowed myself to sleep in this morning. I didn't get my meditation in. And I'm like literally still in my pajamas, like with a coffee, just touching some grass right now in our backyard. I think being cooped up, not getting any vitamin D is just making me spiral a little bit. Not spiral because I'm aware of how I'm starting to like feel and react. And so that's what made me get up out of the house and be like, let's just go outside. Let me just touch some freaking grass. You okay, baby? Did he take your stick? There's another stick right here. I'm never one to complain about being pregnant. I think it's the most beautiful, like, positive, impactful, transformative thing you can do in your life. I have so much respect for women after being pregnant, giving birth. I'm just so thankful to have a healthy baby, a healthy pregnancy. Like, I understand I'm gonna gain weight and it's gonna be hard and I'm gonna be exhausted, but it's so beautiful and I'm so grateful. However, I think just lately, now that I'm getting up there, I'm about 32 weeks this week, I'm just feeling a little down on my body in general, like really trying to keep my fitness as like a priority, and I'm so proud of myself for that. However, like having that extra 30 pounds no matter what, like seeing it in your face, especially if you film videos, is hard. It is. I mean, it's just like you just start to not recognize yourself. That was my husband just calling to chit chat on his way to a meeting, and now I can't really remember what I was saying. Basically, just feeling a little down, and that's okay. Already feeling so much better. We hung out outside for a while, and then I gave her some lunch, and we took a mid-morning bath. We love to take a bath. We are bath girls, and I always jump in the bath with her because why not? And while we were in there, I was just like listening to, check what it was because it was such a good meditation. We listened to You Are Valuable and Enough on the Higher Self app. This is what the app looks like. I love so many of the different meditations. They're really short. That one was only 6 minutes, and I listened to it on repeat 3 different times, and it was just basically like, you do not have to be doing anything. Like, you are enough exactly as you are. You are worthy of love. Like, you're worthy of all the abundance coming towards you, and it is okay. Now June is down for her nap, And so I'm gonna try to get a date night makeup tutorial completely edited. And if I have time, then I'm gonna get a workout in. I know me and my husband are planning to go on a walk later, so I'm gonna get some cardio in no matter what, but I do need to lift some weights. The theme of the day, just prioritize myself and take it slow. Of course, editing my video took way too long, and she only slept for like an hour and a half, so we're gonna try to get a quick full body workout in while she's awake. I literally have no shoes on right now. She's gonna be walking around, but I figure a little bit is better than nothing. Using my favorite Madeline Boobs app. This is like a full body 3rd trimester, and I just hit start workout. The way that I'm losing all the chill in my body today. Some days just aren't your day. I thought I could turn it around, felt like I was turning it around, but I am just like one step away from blowing it. I just had to get out of the house. We're going to the grocery store right now. Mommy. Hi, baby. Just trying, you know, never to take it out on her. That workout lasted all of 15 minutes. I think I also just wasn't feeling it, and I was getting overstimulated, and my house is a mess, and I'm spiraling. Not to be dramatic, but I mother effing need this. It's the little things. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday morning. I'm just enjoying myself a cup of coffee. Baby girl just went down for a nap, and I just wanted to sit here and chit chat. I'm sure you could see through my day yesterday, I was just struggling. Like, I was just having a day where I kept reverting back to negative thoughts, could feel myself just being a little overly emotional. My patience was not there. And I kept like trying to bring myself back to, you know, centering myself, centering my emotions. And honestly, like I was very good. Like I did not explode. I was very self-aware the whole time. Because I'm not working, I almost feel the need to be being productive in other aspects of my life. And I think a lot of that was adding up. But last night I ended up just binge watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which I haven't done. I like am a reality TV hoe. Watched it from 8 p.m. last night until 2 a.m. Like I went hard. I'm not like sugarcoating it. Like I binge watched like 6 or 7 episodes with the commercials. I'm living off of 4 hours of sleep right now, but I feel a million times better today than I did yesterday. And I think just giving myself that like permission to just do something for myself that is not going to benefit me in the slightest has raised my energy. And also on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, if anyone's watching it right now, this is such a good season. I'm obsessed with Rachel Zoe. I love the whole cast. There is a new girl on there. She basically has built her $30 million business based off of selling like money manifestation courses. Maybe she hasn't had a good edit, but she's just not coming across that well, kind of coming across as like a scam artist. And obviously like I talk a lot about this on my vlog because it's something I really focus on is my mindset, my meditation. And I hate to even use the word manifestation anymore because I feel like it's so overused. People think of it just as this like woo-woo thing. And don't get me wrong, like I am a woo girl. Like I have crystals, I make a vision board. Like I am so in that realm. However, I just wanted to sit down basically and kind of talk about like how I apply it in my daily life. So I think a lot of people think of manifestation as like, I have this dream car and I'm gonna like know that I want it and feel it and be inside the car and like know that it's mine and it's gonna happen. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's part of it. It's about fantasizing your life, getting really real on what you want out of life and the dream life and how you could live the most abundant life possible. Or it could be about, you know, finding love, finding the right partner, finding your dream career, stuff like that. I grew up in a household that was a little more stressed around money. And so a lot of my internal work has been around changing my mindset around money. What does manifesting mean to me? And that's really about going internal, getting deep into meditation, and really looking at myself, being super self-aware around certain behaviors that I exhibit, and where is that creating limiting beliefs that is like blocking blessings from coming into my life. You know, I've always been very independent growing up. I have always been like kind of a control freak in a lot of ways. And I think a lot of my anxiety comes from trying to control either like my husband's behaviors or living in the future and getting anxious about a bill coming up and then spiraling and pushing my anxiety onto him while he's at work. And that takes away from his mental capacity. So like sitting with myself and realizing, okay, when I start to feel anxious, when I start to feel negative, what are some of those behaviors that I start exhibiting? And that is, you know, blaming others. I can feel it really high in my chest and my shoulders. So a big part of manifesting for me is like becoming really self-aware so that I don't have these big spirals, these big reactions that cause stress onto other people that can put us back on the things that I eventually want to happen, if that makes any sense. So I guess I want to give you a better example. So I dove deep in December, listened to a meditation like once or twice a day, really visioning my life, really going inward, clearing these like fears that I have around money and like where did they stem from in my childhood, like just really going internal and doing this work. And through that month, I started noticing like I was being way more patient, like way less short with my husband. If he was working really late, like I was just really supportive of him. If he was stressed out about an account, like I was just talking him through it, like just really being a supportive partner. And through that month, my husband ended up closing the biggest deal to his career yet. I'm not taking any credit for that. Like that was him. However, like even at the end when he closed the deal, he was like, seriously, like this is a win for both of us because I couldn't have done this without the support that you've shown me. Oh my God, it like makes me tear up thinking about. But through working on myself and like centering myself and making sure my emotions were in check, I feel like that really cleared the air to be able to support my husband in a way that I had not really done before, so that he was able to provide this, you know, huge new client that ended up coming into our lives and into our bank account. You can refer to it as God, the universe, source, whatever, but trusting in God that he is going to provide for us and that is taken care of. And it's not something I need to have anxiety about. It's not something I need to stress about. It's something I can release control of. So speaking of all of that, I absolutely did not get up this morning and do my meditation after 4 hours of sleep. So I am really quickly going to send out a contract and an invoice to a bride, and then I am going to get my ass sitting in a meditation for 30 to 45 minutes. Speaking of the woo-woo though, I do have my vision board as my background. So that was actually a pretty short meditation, only about 20 minutes. What I felt like God was trying to tell me was just rest. Rest, my darling. Like, know that I am providing. I am in control. Everything is still in the works. So what I'm gonna take a nap. Wow, my little girl's napping, which I never take a nap in the middle of the day. But gotta release control and know that everything is being taken care of. Okay, I just wanted to say, I took my nap during nap time, and then I was just cleaning up around the house and opening some mail and found a $600 check. Like, totally unexpected. And I'm not saying this is manifesting, but I'm not saying it's not either. A little sign, be relaxed. Now I'm being rewarded. I don't know. There might be something into this. Out on my afternoon walk now with my little girl. My belly is like hanging out today. That's just part of life. Killer rain boots. morning, guys. It is Friday morning. Junie. Pancake. Yummy. So my little girl, she had a fever earlier this week and now she's like a little congested with a little cough. I was hearing her cough all night last night, which was making me so sad. And we were actually supposed to have a play date this morning, but just decided, you know, it's probably best to stay home, let her heal. And so instead, we have got to get this house in order because we're doing our baby boy's sprinkle here on Sunday. So I can literally see like my living room back there and just how messy my house looks. And we got to get things vacuumed, organized, cleaned so that we are ready for like setup. We're doing a really casual, like cozy baby sprinkle. So it's not like a ton of stress, but obviously my house needs to look in order. And then I actually have 2 clients tomorrow, 2 makeup clients. So I've got to get my kit cleaned at some point. But first, coffee. I call this my American maple latte. All done? Not yet. So we're gonna start with some whole milk. I just always have this in the fridge because of baby girl, about that much. And then some maple syrup. Do not get corn syrup. Gotta do the real thing. And I do about like, just like a little splash. Oop. Just coats the bottom. Now you gotta heat it up for 30 seconds. Next up, you gotta froth the milk. It's gonna double in size. Now this is where typically with a regular latte, you would just add a shot of espresso and bam, there's your latte. But this is what makes it American. Just a regular old pot of Joe. Pour that on top. And then I always love to top it with cinnamon. This is so good. And I love to do just regular coffee lately. Because one, it's cheaper, it's less work. I feel like I get a little more caffeine. So good. I'm gonna sit here and play around with some makeup as my husband's out with friends, my baby is sleeping. I should be cleaning my makeup kit to get ready for my clients tomorrow, but I'm just in the mood to play. And you know when inspiration strikes, you got to just take advantage. So I've been obsessed with watching Nina Park like makeup tutorials all night. We gotta try these lips. This is like kind of what I'm looking at. This smudgy lip. I'm gonna start with my Mary Phillips contour palette in the shade Light because I am so pale. I'm gonna go in with the concealer shade. Just mix these two and just kind of cancel out some of this redness around my lips. The problem is I've already done my skincare for the night, so I'm gonna have to re-wash my face, which sucks, but whatever. Okay, a lot of her looks are like this really blurry outer rim of the lip and then with like a lighter color in the interior. Now I'm gonna take the contour shade of the palette. Again, this is the light shade. Using these KJH Spectrum brushes, I love these. This is the number 13. Basically, I'm gonna contour my lips. Just want it like really blurry. Kind of like a mustache. Always go back in with my concealer brush. I'm gonna go in with a little Endless Cacao. So I love the KJH 18 for lips. This is like the best little blender ever. I'm just gonna go in and blend out that Endless Cacao. I mean, my lips look so pouty. Kitty Jane Hughes, if you don't know who that is, another amazing New York-based makeup artist. This is her collab with Spectrum Brushes, I was just watching Katie Jane Hughes do a Nina Parks inspired lip, and it's kind of what I'm basing this off of. I'm gonna bring this into the corners of the lips just to shade these so that the center part like looks more pouty. Using light and dark to push certain things in the background and bring other parts of the lip forward. Let's blend, 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 blend. Okay, then taking this like closer to the lip line. So it's like adding definition closer to the lip line, but still having that like blurring effect above. That's like a huge Nina Park technique. From my makeup kit, I have this like depotted lip, and I never labeled any of them. So I have no idea what colors I'm picking up, but like you can even go like pretty light like this. I might mix a little like red in here. Where your lips are like starting to open, that's really where you're gonna focus the majority of the pigment, and then blend it to the outer corners. So I'm gonna take like that, which is like a muted red. I'm sorry, I'm not like doing the best job of showing this, but you get the picture. Just because you have that like gray contour, this really doesn't look like that crazy of a color because it's really grounded. Just blend it. You know what? I forgot about this Maybelline little glaze thing I have in here. This is like a dusty pink. These type of products that just have a little bit of sheen versus like crazy gloss, I feel like these are trending. Obviously, I have no other makeup on. Those lips are so smudgy. They look natural. It is Saturday morning. My husband's picking up some breakfast and we're gonna go sit at a coffee shop. Junie! And I actually have 2 clients today, so I'm so excited about that. I need to go home and get my kit all cleaned because I didn't do that yesterday. And then hopefully we'll be able to film some of the getting the clients ready process because I feel like that's always interesting. But not gonna force a camera in anyone's face, so if they're not comfortable, they're not comfortable.
I don't love anything like corally.
Okay.
You know?
I was thinking more in the nude realm.
Yeah.
Do you like overlining a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And it's really hard. I'm like, I drive a freaking Honda. They live on a cow and catfish farm now. You know? I don't know why. I mean, and then he has other plumbers that work under him or something like that. To their degree.
They're so much happier. They have flexibility. Some of them are like,
Good decision for the rest of your life.
Color.
oh, I love that. It's so pretty. Thank you.
And then I use this like on the center of your lips, and I also use this on your cheeks as like one of the belly blushes I use. And then like this deep taupe shade, so it's like tan around the edges, little pop of color.
Look, your lips bigger.
Yeah, exactly. And it kind of grounds like like a berry.
And she's like, I'm so sick of the word dude. Not everyone can buy the real thing.
It's also like it makes this grade A like personal branding.
You can see a picture of her eye. You're like, that's too much.
Yeah, 100%. I can see that. I mean, very complimentary to our body.
You know, like, I mean, one from the experience. But like,
Do you want to want to do any more pigment, or you go with like that much of a neutral? Because we could add a little bit of the berry that she has.
Let's add a little
Okay.
pigment. Oh yeah, I like
Last
that.
night,
Just got done with my clients. They were fantastic. I took them just on a whim because I was trying not to work like February, March, but I've just been bored. I'm like, yeah, I could do like a quick glam, sure. So I just took them, and they were so fun just to hang out with and talk to, and I loved the makeup that we did. And they said that they found me on a mom's like Facebook group, and it said like that, you know, I was highly recommended because I was good and I was pretty. And I'm like, I will absolutely take that. Thank you so much. I love doing makeup. It is just such a like art form for me. It is such a fun way for me to get out of the house, just to get to know other women, like have some good girl chat. I just love what I do, and I'm so thankful that I get to do this. I think I'm probably gonna sign off the vlog here. I might just not film tomorrow, and I have my baby shower tomorrow, so I'm going to just enjoy that, feel celebrated, and just feel the love and be grateful. So thank you all so much for watching this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed, and please like or subscribe if you did. Bye guys.